All right, that is our Malmo High School Symphonic Band, ladies and gentlemen. The first piece that you heard was entitled Adventum by Jared Barnes. It's O Come, Come Emmanuel, and Ukrainian Bell Carol, or as a lot of us know as, Carol of the Bells. So, featured a couple of soloists that we had here on the first row. I'm kind of out of breath. My watch was going off in the middle of it going, seems you are having a workout. I was like, anyway, it always makes me laugh every time we do that. So anyway, they did a great job on that. We've got two more pieces for you, but a couple of things I want to talk about is, they've only been playing on this music for a couple of weeks because, we went a little bit of the playoffs and we went all the way to the state marching championship, and I want to just kind of, I just want to talk for a couple of seconds about some of the things that we've done this fall. They performed, rehearsed, worked their tails off all season, and it was, to me, the most fun show I've ever done as a band director. If you got to see it, it was really neat. It's really kind of cheesy, but yet really cool. It was entitled Heist. It was based upon, kind of an overnight bank robbery, and we had a thief out there roaming around the sets and everything. We made sets where it looks like it's tunnels, and then we had our security guard. Where's our security guard in the band? There he is. There's Austin. I recognize Austin. And toward the end of the show, he catches the criminal and everything, and it featured 3 symphonies from Beethoven. That's not marching band, but it was. And it also featured. It had music from Coolio, Gangster's Paradise, and then, what was the other one? Billie Eilish, is that right? Yeah, Bad Guy. So it was just a lot of fun, and so we went to 5 contests other than just playing at home and some away games. We went to Cabot, and they did a really great job. They got all first divisions in color guard, percussion, and band. And we were 38 bands, and we were in the top 10, is that right? Something like that. It was pretty cool. We also went to the Bryant's Invitational, where there was a lot of big boy bands, as we like to call it, folks with lots and lots of, stuff. But, we held our own, and we ended up getting ones as well, and got overall 5A music and visual, which is general effect, as they call it, and also we're the 5A champions. And made finals and ended up in 8th place overall, which is pretty awesome. So we're really, really proud of them. And then I dragged them all the way down to Monticello. And they just loved that trip, didn't you guys? When all of them, none of them were just shaking their heads. Because we went all the way down to Monticello, and there were about 24 bands there, and they just rocked it. That was an awesome performance, and they ended up 2nd place overall. And the band that got 2nd place to was out of Texas, and over twice as big, and their show was phenomenal, wasn't it, guys? It was really cool. It was based upon Wednesday Addams, from the Addams Family. The show that's out, it was really, really creative and cool. We hosted Region Marching Contest here at Malville High School. Kids did a fantastic job hosting. Our boosters were amazing with concessions and helping with parking, dealing with hard-headed band directors and some of the patrons. We got stories. But they did a really awesome job, and then the kids turned around while hosting and got straight first divisions to qualify for state. So congratulations to them. And then, exactly 2 weeks later, on Halloween, for the 2nd year in a row, thank you ASBOA, we went up to War Memorial Stadium, and they just left it all on the field. And it was inspiring. And they ended up getting a first division. That's a big, tall, gold-looking thing that's over there by our little tree. And got the highest score they've ever had here, which is an 85.75. So let's give them a hand for that. All right. The one thing I forgot to do, and I wanted to wait until we had everybody here, was to recognize kiddos that made All Region Jazz Band, because we had 2 that weren't in our jazz band that wanted to try out, and they made it on piano, which is really, really awesome. So, if you made All Region Jazz Band, either stand up or wave for me, please. We also had Braden, Cambria, Myron, Andrew, who am I missing? Oh, and Eric. They all, just this last week, went over to UCA. Alan, did you stand up for making first band, first year bass trombone for jazz? There he is, all right. Anyway, don't want to leave out the Alan, right guys? Okay, but anyway, Braden and Cambria and Andrew and Myron and Eric just came back from UCA for a couple of days, and they joined some of the best musicians in the entire state of Arkansas. We had 5 from Maumelle, and they did the UCA Honors Ensemble, and they had Dr. Stephen Davis as their conductor from UMKC, and he is phenomenal. All the kids loved him. That band played their tails off. It was so much fun to listen to. So guys, stand up for me so we can recognize y'all for doing the UCA Honor. All right. All right. So next up, thank you guys. Next up, we're going to play. Has anybody ever heard of the musical group called Mannheim Steamroller? Okay. All right. Mannheim Steamroller was formed by Chip Davis in the 70s. Kids, that's the late 1900s again. And what happened is he was a drummer. He wanted to get some folks that just played random instruments, and he ended up making what he called the Mannheim Steamroller Orchestra. Okay. And he came out with these albums that just are honestly just a flop at the beginning. They were called Fresh Air, Fresh Air 1, Fresh Air 2, Fresh Air 3. And then, like any other artist that's running out of ideas, he decided to make a Christmas album. And when he did that with all his buddies, it took off. You know, take that, Mariah Carey. Anyway, so I know you have heard his music in malls, everywhere else, on the radio. B98.5 plays it every 3 songs, something from him. But we're going to feature one of the prettiest ones ever, and it's actually my mom's favorite Christmas song. So we are going to play Away in a Manger, and we're also going to feature Andrew on flipboard. So here we go.
Mm-hmm.
last piece for you this evening. A few thank yous. I want to thank the Mamo High School administration and for all their support this semester, and just everything that they've done for us with little things, putting out small fires and all that stuff and helping out. I know he's already left, but I want to give a big thank you to Mr. Bob Birdsong. He's in charge of the theater department and facilities manager of our beautiful Performing Arts Center, so we can give him a hand for all his hard work for us. They did a really awesome production, and from what I'm understanding, that they're going to do a musical next semester, and I cannot wait. It's going to be really awesome. One of the biggest things that makes our band program work, other than our awesome kids and the hard-headed band directors that they have to put up with, are you parents. Y'all make the huge difference with the success of our program. We have so many parents in the audience tonight that work endless hours, don't even think about it, they're just selfless. They just go work concession stands. They're always asking me, what do you need? Can I do this? Can I help with this? Okay, can I go with you to go do this or whatever? And it's just been very humbling. And so if you want to be parents, if you just have that inkling that you want to be part of our booster program, well, guess what? You technically are, okay? And we have officers here that will be glad to meet with you, talk with you, and just tell you about how awesome it is to work for these great kids, provide the things that we need. And it's all because of their work and our kids' work behind the scenes in concessions and helping with games and contests and all that stuff. And so it's very appreciative. So if you are one of our band booster officers, could you please stand so we can recognize you for all your hard work?
No.
We welcome that, and we'll tell you all about it and everything, and we really need the help, and like I said, those folks work so hard for us, and it's very appreciative. Okay, our last tune, I don't know if any of this audience may recognize this tune, but when I approached the kids about it, several were already bugging me about it. Can we possibly play it? Can we possibly play it? And my thought was, well, if we're going to play the tune, we're going to play the real one. We're not going to play the watered down version. We're not going to play anything but the legit Leroy Anderson version. So we have a small surprise. Where is Anna? Anna and Ada, where are y'all? Yeah. Can you possibly show them what we're going to use for this tune? So if you're not familiar with Sleigh Ride, it has two really awesome things that happens in it other than the awesome tune, and that is the fact that we have a whip crack, and then we also have a horse whinny at the end. Who remembers that from Sleigh Ride? Usually it's by one player. We're not wired that way as trumpet players, are we guys? So trumpets, if you're part of that, raise your hand. Good Lord, here we go. So, without further ado, our last piece. Thank you all so very much for joining us tonight with all this fun, and let's play some Sleigh Ride. Here we go. Thank you.